Ya we na je kwa Yesu Kristo ewo Bethlehem. Eni je aba ama wiase afa na nyina esanse ne oba bachi wiase enkwa no. Ene ensa akane. Ye me hu nyina fishiapa, me hu nyina kwa aba. Ba bia okoye bia, ba bia odi obronya, ba bia okokoje wani seye enkran. Seye enkran, seye kuma seye takrade seye tamale seye Cape Coast. Seye wa seye Bogatanga. Say Damango baby bia oko na akoko di obronya ne bia ye me hu nyina afichiapa. This is the last Friday of the year 2024. Tinkakrakra, we are just few days away to 31st, near crossing over to first day of January 2025, which is going to be the year of our Lord, the year of resetting, the year of change, the year of progress. Me dey akwasi insera so agye na hwe bedwe me bra so ye na bedwe for betras na atwe enkomo pensenpensembre na edo so also on behalf of Nana say Ampofo AJ, that's the Ampofo AJ band, we say big thank you to Asante Mampong, big thank you to Asanteman, big thank you to Ghana say Enra Mama. The Ampofo AJ Leaves Concert 2024 edition. A super. Enra a chain. A feature mu ediano. A busiani so. A yard of 4 ede. Say banesa. And we be as so to me jebra now to me ba as say ebi. And also I to 4 year mobile from Kuma Wood Stars. ABC annual to 4 yina eso. Yes, winina ayuko. Yesterday was super. So on behalf of Nana Ampofo AJ, we say thank you to Munyina Asemboy Emma, the Ampofo AJ Leaves Concert 2024 edition. Yeah, kama pa. Dr. Frank Bano, a member of the MPP National Communications Team, and also head of research with Dankwa Institute. And Ora Joseph Ade Koka, the former Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NDC.
Chairman Emeritus.
Chairman Emeritus. Chairman Bishapa.
I think about it. I feel this is in we are small yaje Benyankwa. And one BB Bears in Dasbamanyami. That's still making 2024. I bought your Rocco. I was in. So they had a Nasi. Let me cheer Ukru one. That and the baby I was so over the mission. Pneumonia doctor, I am motion were afar.
Okay.
And this is the first time I'm in Indonesia.
Oh, right.
So, Mamma, your friend, Afisha, I feel says he's in a party, no, I reset.
The Bobo reset Ghana. I'm reset your party.
I'm reset your party.
Dr. Bishapa.
I think I'm going to be happy. I was a near Tim Quem na a holding or na Ghana to me acronym. I don't pay me for videos and make you a chairman. Me say, though you any party back on the but you respect the very much, chairman. You're one of the role models in politics and in football as well.
Thank you.
As I say, yeah, man, you're 70, but baby, any day one or another. The chairman, and pay. I salute you and I celebrate you this morning.
Thank you. God bless you.
Amen. I guess Michia a year Ghana phone in answer. Na Michia a year me constituency me chromo for Boase East 42. Me mawunina afishiapa. Me call Hachu say me echo in the same minimum. But Michiom na do me call Hatchet and now more when him say humanity, but supporting has been massive. Mete na many so no Michia was for sister was East for me ankasa me kuro mu pomposo for nyina Michiomo anope na Michia MPP for Michia Adom TV crew nyina Michia mo na minhiramo na omama hoden ni medie na momfanye eye adwuma ne se ne moye ne na emi say wo fa one of the media houses wo fa na ye program show untumi enkasa owe mu de omoka e de favor obi a emi se mo show no one of the few shows a obetumi a single out e wo fie ha se mo de ne de truly objective show obetena ha se be host to be nyaade bia okasa owe de o he na asa o baby and asa oni baby me host obi aka bi da maba mo show so sa free the whole of this year me I have not had the records to make any accusation of that sort. You know, the mestre mo so say mon koso se ne ya mo ye objective na mo ye no mon koso sa ma mon sesa.
Yeah, that's it. Chairman, you're a prayer no. Politically, governance, DNA and the 2025.
Chia a incoming president, President Mahama, say they review the year 2024. President Mahama has played a very pivotal role. Says from the year 2022, I shall about pro Ghana. Yankasamini Kubre, almost 16 regions, or more than 3 times. After first obeying the flag bearer, no, before no. Osha says or no amount for dinkomo and sana oko the flag bearership campaign and sana presidential campaign until Femebona Abasu say why a very persistent if you look at the age, you know, if you look at a bra wabono kabaka say why is there on now what I say or a mission to complete. The mission to complete, it is because of the way the country, Amambu, Elko. That is why he feels there was so Oba, not very receptive. Why? From 2022, we say economy, before even 2020 elections, the economy was in a bit of a crisis. But among for say, MPP abano under 4 years. Even though we believe that 2020 elections we win, but because over baby I fee was 2016, na baby I buy was 2020 from 4 million about almost 6 point something million. Na Parliament 137, but before no million no much yansa. Your four CTB. We'll come to that. And then, fast forward now. For the most painful aspect of the whole situation here, haircut no more. Haircut no more. That was the most painful aspect of governance. I just say, I'm for more juma because but Frabano. As about your parents, learn how to save. Until we are quadano, we are the piggy boxes. So, Uko Chroma, Skabia or bottom no. Skabia or bottom no. We are there, would be share box no. Okay. When we say within a couple of days and months, I baby. Into the culture of savings, we learn from our childhood. So, who ye Juma? Would you to me say would it be kakra to in case in future, won't to me ye Juma, you fall on it. Yeah. It's a man for top point. And in every economy, securities, yes, a bond, those kind of securities, it is assumed, say, it is one of the safest instruments Ubetuma investing in it. Yeah. Lo and behold, the president, the finance minister, Omama a haircut. And the people affect one party pensioners. And it was an eyesore. So we say Ankokra, Omwedi, 30, 40, 50 years. Omoko Piketty Minister of Finance. Sometimes Iwemu, sometimes Insoto. And the government did not see the need, say, of resolving the issue. Of resolving the issue, also be about 2030, 2033, 2035. Sometimes we and out of this, no, that pain, no, apart from the fact that inflation, maybe inflation, from 20-something% to 54%. Foreign exchange, among for Sika, Omudi, Omoko, Sasa Bank, the Forest Bureau. Ninya Ashi from 4 cities, and I'm 17 cities. So many problems. And Mayor Yao says, among for car, even MPP for about 90 MPs, almost sorry, catch or more buying say, are they their constituents? Say there's something fundamental wrong. Hey, Abansi, no. Yes, I'm foreign, I'm finance minister. Abansi boy, I'm kasa, I'm pay Juma yentina, I'm kasa. In the Mabbe, in national, I said the government was arrogant, and Abano, I just said, Onthiobia. Most of the communicators, almost stations are. He says, Obama Asumji, Ambashan Crofon Price, Munya Butebe, Omomodi oil, good fire no.
So much Shoma
Roba. Some of them were arrogant, some of them were, I mean, two me doctor the end mission. So sometimes a person or angle being Nagasa was a doctor and say, cool down.
But Chairman, with this thing, no big catch him said from 92, basically the last election, there are only 2 issues that's been running through our campaign: corruption and arrogance of power. For example, for number 1, arrogance of power. Has it become a norm in our body politics? Say, once you get to that top, sit on the neck of people.
No, it's sometimes me say, upbringing, an experience. Mistake most of the time, say, we put people that are more experienced, who can. They haven't interacted with human beings for a long time before they come to where they are. Obia or interacting with a lot of people. Most are different. Or appreciate the nuances and the suffering of people. When you obia or what do you call it? Humility. When you move from his upbringing now, he gets carries away. Power and about you think say, oh, you are which will be but you are serving the people. If you believe yourself, you are going to serve her. A servant there, you know your humility. But if you feel that you are a lord or no owner, then when you go with the arrogance of and unfortunately, no, I didn't expect people in MPP to behave that way because most of them are really highly educated. But that they should know better.
For example, that's idea can say you come to the people to serve them.
Yes.
And you just you can't no keke. And now is the reality.
Yeah. Some of it is from the people. You see, if you make yourself too much subservient, say as someone who and sometimes probably the fear say be any fear akwe one kasa unkofona wo kan sama mo one kasa oman they even start criticizing you. So why are you talking? So it emboldens the person rules are where you get 2 days or campaign will be better. The matter comes to an end. It's a problem. I don't think all governments exhibit that kind of impunity. It depends on the power. What is your own human relation? How do you see my brother? Do you see him as a friend, as a brother, or you feel that you are more superior than him? And that is the problem. If you feel that you are superior than somebody, then you think you have to lord over the person. And that's where the arrogance comes from. Oh, me papa was sick, and I to me hear from you believe, but you see, he said something about football. Because I participated in the run of football, and if you look at the cultural background of most of these footballers, they come from very, very low background, some of them with low IQ. Okay. So if you are able to relate to them, you go to their level and understand them. It is humility. Look, my players, time I'm in football. My players, omuko camp, baby amudano. Me no amudaho. It is bana was me no ozi. In your table, omuziza. Me so that I create a relationship for them to appreciate and say, oh, this man cares for them. So when they are performing, they know they are playing for themselves and they are playing for me. Oh, because of the relationship that I had with them. Okay. Oh, it is very, very important. Your human relationship, whoever gets a position in government, you must have a very, the human relationship. People come to your office. Don't let them come and queue for more than 10 minutes. And then, oh, sorry, I'm busy. No, no, and that breeds the arrogance in you. And that is. But you must be patient because you decided that you want to serve them. Okay. So you should be able to accommodate their nuances. Yes. Because you almost obey small say say
e be can say amount for na free.
Obey small say kosumo. Okay. So you, at least you listen to the person.
Once you accept that cause say obey serve
them. Yes.
You need to make yourself available all the time.
All the time. So if even you are not capable or you are not, you must have somebody who will relate to them. My boss, but you don't ignore them. Okay. And then after 4 years, you come to them and say you are. Ghanaians are slow with anger, but when they exhibit their anger, this was about Kwame Nkrumah. When they exhibit their anger, you'll be surprised, and that is what we saw in the last election. It happened to us in 2016. Yeah. People should go back. The same thing, because people thought we were arrogant. Yeah, our government, and then they punish that. And that is what I like about the Ghanaian. So Ghanaian is slow to anger, but when he decides to exhibit or show you his anger, you'll be surprised of what he does.
This time we're in President Mahama. Now, you hear him say the next 2 weeks, so be making nominations of an appointment, the kind of people you expect them to be part of the second coming as president of Ghana. Doctor,
what's it?
2024.
I guess me say 2024. After Papa just say na wie na enioma anko yama me me party the New Patriotic Party NPP. Me say senia nyankasa me papa e kan ye na me ofa kan no BS o fa na BS mfie mienu atwam na me say yekogina baabi mpempenso bi ana enomemu orden so far especially 2022. Okay. Post pandemic Russia Ukraine war be unity global energy prices through fuel na ade ama edru baabi no na ntumi kra ntua ya ka tsenia okan no na ehu be hia se e wo se yakwa IMF na as part of sa conditionalities no ema MPP aban na Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia edano no etiki Bruni Bekane say some of the most drastic policies and decisions now they needed to take to save the economy because Ebekaya Tama ye call COVID no and now don't Akufo-Addo Kasimbi or say we know how to bring the economy back but we don't know how to bring dead people back to life. Now me kai say in 2020 no na me to South Africa during lockdown na me was South Africa then na me to University of Johannesburg. Na me share senia na Ghana ye manage ye nioma ewa ha na me share be South Africa for also manage omode na there were so many things I me South Africa for anye na menka insuo na electricity mpanse menka ye mfa na say o ma na o menya COVID-19 ankasa yeah ade ba kwa Ghana ye na ye da yes no nko ne say aban ni si gina pose obi a na obenya COVID ni bi aban na bebo ho ka ebro semone ade and you some of the treatments need the cost involved and you know there aban fire na budget be prior to 2020 na budget be anywhere but aban fire post COVID you recover my economy grew I think about 5%, a little over 5% or so 2021 to be precise. 2022 the second exogenous factor Russia Ukraine be hit ya my inflation all the macroeconomic indicators let me say omufi omona so kugina bebia na ye ninye sebe ti eno magana kodon IMF by 2023 na ya sha say page as wo hwe enna aye kase ya nka the microeconomic indicators ne de ka etumi apija ne hopa ye because this year kase na me hwe interbank exchange rate for cedi to a dollar and I think say about selling no about 4.6 and buy no banks need try 14.5 and are selling near 14.6. That is the BOG interbank exchange rate in America. Because we share somewhere July, August, September near you almost be 16 point something, near almost be 17. Tonight, so say macroeconomic indicators na yet to me apeja FBB also be now economic growth, third quarter growth, you know, I think 7.2. 100 months which report me, you know. Second quarter 6.9 and the first quarter 4.8 extra was say offer economy now more than the 2024 day nanka technically we've turned the corner completely but yakoto aba ama Ghana for and to aba ma the new patriotic party the NPP na say ohwe data na offer the past votes yenya na wo hwe data ni ye pa ade ba kwa na obetumi aka wo mu pa ne se ya nkasa ye supporters MPP supporters kra na omu brofu MPP aban I am speaking purely to the data because DNT and abema NDC 2020 NDC nya 6.2 million votes 2024 NDC benya 6.3 million that is the total number of votes to offer the core NDC votes na omu maintain here and out of the
comparative to 2020
yes and relative lombenya a little over 100,000 votes a can lumenya 2020 NPP nya 6.7 million ayena na adodanko kufuado and 2024 yabenya 4.6 million it's a all year analysis na 2.1 million votes in the behind free so all year level data won't mean can't me say 2.1 million no a floating voters that be.
Okay.
When you're floating voters, woman and bros should be between 200 to 300,000. This is a whole shemu per year about there's a 1.9 million of one kasa core supporters and anko to aba.
Because no one person met was so.
And the enemy decree because so on paying this and so or your core supporter of MPP no on to me ko share a boot no on to me NDC. Nti the be answer ni onye den onkoto na asema o se bisi ho DNT ena ma Ghana fo bufu ya yanka se ye party fo nso ebu ye den efuye eno ne ade a memi free se as a party no se ye se ye gina so a ebeboaye na asem ba ko so meka wa ha ne se o hwedeta na ontumi ka se ye candidate nti na manfo ankoto aba in fact I can say here se nya ebi mpa ye candidate model more boy and then a pro boy ya one hand kasa 4.6 no krabia nke nyasa we ya men America looking at the data one hand into me nyasa
sibi asenye Dr. Baomia ne baaye en ne campaign obeye ya bianka MPP credit me nya
bianka into me nya
41%
bianka into me because na wo supporters ankoto aba why wo supporters wakwezi nye what the young fan floating voters and punch
can you also be said Dr. Baomia to be at that 2.1 million now can come out to aba
kwesi me nya sure because man kasa mo yensam chirofo some ne nipa ne bi edidi nkomo me anso abeti he me ne nipa ne bi edidi nkomo in fact I no pay me ba ha wo see the hokro yenya be shape program me ne nipa bi ru me yensa edi nkomo e mo ma me reason tie obi ka chem say ono ani fie oto no pene koto ne ma me ne sister ne wo fa asefo ne nuaba omo nyina so omo nkoto na wo he reasons omo ma na flag bearer ne the actions and inactions of young kasaya nyoma because in 2022 it na fidie bi so TV bi so analysis because say the 2024 general election the new patriotic party MPP no and ye be lose elections yes NDC win it tell am say wo fa data na it clearly tells you because it's register new registration or a little over 2 million meboa it is a what for the core NDC vote to comparative 2020 no maintain 6.2 million the Becca a little over 100,000 votes out of the what the emphasis say the statistically the new registration now. That's what maintaining over. That is a little over 100,000 in Unyabekano. So that is telling you something. Unlike Nana Kufuado, so offer 2012. So offer votes and Nana Kufuado nyai. Now over fan 2016. 2016 Nana Kufuado enya almost be as a 3 million a card vote to him. John Poko I think about 7.8 million me boy. 2016 I'm making.
Yeah.
So you could see that clearly Ghanaians were angry with the NDC. So offer NDC core voter omu enya yena. In 2016 no, to some extent they still maintain their core votes. So offer to 2012 and 2008. You could see that they still maintain because in 2008 you know I think that the first round, you know, a former president J.E. Mills when you're the baby call. So when I think about 45%. That was 2008. In this over far year 2016, a year vote NDC in China. Clearly, no, it tells us that not one core supporters, and they did not lose them. They still had their core supporters. In fact, so offer under the Fourth Republic post Jerry John Rawlings. This is the first time Ayako general elections the NDC has had more than 52%.
It is one when President Kufuor shoot in 2016.
Because 2016 a lot of the floating voters nankasano no mubuwe for NDC for. Omo control abandon massively Emma NPP. But who for the same data not this time around that. The who woman say NPP ankasa supporters or kwan abano. So, Tina make us say enka ya idea 2016 a phenomenon. Say the same thing and can repeating one. Enka idea was enka NDC enya komunya obuebe 7 million votes. So, but Osha NDC 6.2 no nya no 2020 no and obenya 100,000 account. But ofa enya nado de no nya 2012. Now before 2016 na o ha check data na hade.
So, me what 2016.
Yes.
President Kufuor 53.65%. In nominal figures 5.773299 million votes. John Mahama 44.61%. 4.800737 million votes.
Yes.
Now, floating voters in 2016, in your estimation, if it's say?
I can't tell, but I don't think the floating voters will be more than 500,000. I can't tell because the entire make kasa and say oh for a year the data now from a year 2000. Mean for Rollins time because Rollins time the dynamics are a bit different. So offer post 2000 ABC and then one of the things I'll be when they said the core supporters of both NPP and NDC they hover around 44-45% to 46 to some larger extent. Those are the core supporters of NDC.
So 2012, Nana Kufuor 47.81%, 5,263,286 votes. John Mahama 50.63%, 5,573,572 votes.
Yes.
Now, in 2012, Eba 2016, when you say NDC for so and to a Mama drop it from 50.6 to 44%.
It is also possible because in the voter region, especially in 2016, we saw that there was some form of apathy in the voter region, which is a stronghold of the NDC. But they make kind of say the magnitude of the apathy is not comparable to what we saw in 2024. So all share nominal figures now.
Maybe mu share among 4 and mo base no before chance and be a NDC or mo base.
It is possible. Tina make us say, and who be here say you perceive one of the reasons you lose we are. The first thing is self-introspection.
Okay.
Say, yankasa within our party no, na ebufu woman as ebufu. One. And we have one of the first and I say Shadiaka. The same ebufu my DNT and na my party for ebufu. So na me cast me but make kawa. Say obi ye influence constituency chairman. Akosi. We are some kind of maker keko.
Okay.
Men case obi be complain am I some kind of maker. So obi a constituency chairman. Na say won to me nya school placement man ba na ban the wo e wo to me. Na won to me nya school placement man ba. Eye den na wo to expect say on December 7th no say any panel de ne kra beto ho ama party no. How do you expect that? offer aye the so-called full soldier. Me am sa term no pese me use.
Okay.
Obi ye se me so be ye se full soldier abe term me use. In fact me am tie kura
obi
se me full soldier. Me
and fan baby akọ school adru.
Yes, we full soldier. Once I we partisan kwade yes we full soldier. Akwesi. Me dey me ni how bia me ni demands bia se me PPP. Yes, me ni be me will be but I find a way to yeah. But akwesi amount for banner people come social people come to my inbox akwesi. Obi ye campaign my party. Na national service placement impo ayasem. Any employment o. National service. National service common national service. Takwesi or placement and also ye did not to baby ebi enipa no ko school suya we ye did not to an office so ahade entumi sheda mo an bibi entin ka ye de ne to ha anke beboa menkas you see these are things will be hwe me obeka so na say baby edu metiase but in politics no broni beka na say the optics count so
yeah
enti no say 4 years aso ne ye kwakoto aba akwesi edi edi na say nipa na say bi e wo so okunu ho ananu ya yeto abe so NDC for abokunche ekọ eye coalition centers omu yesi na MPP for supporters so omu ho adenti na MPP supporters wa mokunche anko. These are some of the issues that media no pe make say me party no e wo si ebisi ho na sadan che anko ama no say ye betena fie sua de ni atoto ye no ma yi na say Ghana for side to me ahye yensa de me de me ka wa no pe bo video so be say we have to use power wisely. We have to use power wisely because if we are saying, you see, water what waters you. But media baby, I'm a tenant, me who say 2 million, especially in our second term, no, we did not water the very things that was watering us.
Like Mukor base, Mukor regions, na a shep part.
Yes.
And the part niba power no.
Yes, we did not water them. Me say, I was me kosunyame. In fact, as part of me name na me trainings me ade na because sunyane na me hwe from sunyane to Wenchi road Wenchi yeden ehifa na nyabuzi yakru
yeah
me nim sa kosi so where you say road ne da sunyane to Wenchi road owra be ho akosi ya betna so 8 good years we had regional minister we had ministers meboa minister akuku dampa na wo sunyane o meboa we couldn't complete sunyane to Wenchi road.
But doctor, chairman, are we really sure, sir, the Ashanti region is for MPP, the voter region is for the NDC? Because so shemwa in Ashanti region, there's no one monumental project MP betim the bonus of say because of this number of votes in the Ashanti region, you know, this is what we are doing for the people of Ashanti region in replace of vote on mine. When you go to voter region, you need at the case you be a man for vote a bit no so say NDC dominant. Sometimes now Jomama built KJT in Ashanti region. And I quite remember some time ago near Akugandin Kumo. And more caucus or co-voter and somebody been crack and say, Umuko project to Ashanti region about voters see and find your campaign. In fact, some of MPP for being so can say Oko voter, you ma pa ya your was to amount to abama. So what makes you see ourselves as a voter NDC for the Ashanti MPP for the when indeed these parties no it should not quote unquote at the puppet here from these regions that face on basin.
Before I answer that question, I want to deal with the data.
Okay.
Oh, voter in this MPP now Ashanti region this time round.
Yeah.
That is the true reflection of Ashanti vote. Because Ashanti vote, the 5 major principals constituencies, Bantama, Ishiraesu, Greater Ashanti, Greater Kumasi.
Okay.
Most of them is rigging. This time they couldn't do it because those people are more to rig, you know.
Yeah.
They all came to our side and told us how it's done. The voter, not that there was apathy in Ashanti region. There will be a little bit. But where Ashanti region, they only rely on Ashanti and Eastern region to win vote, win elections. Because they say, oh, you 85% voter turnout. And if he's a researcher, if you look at the rate of voting, the time it takes you to vote, and you end up telling me you get 90%, 95%, it is practically unimaginable. It's just every second it will be voting. Every second it will be voting. Go back to 2008 elections. Remember, around 12 p.m., 1, 2 p.m. in Shiraya, Supantama, I want to remember the other Subing, a few constituencies. Amo results Abba. But they are forgotten say more faxi results Naba. And all the parties had those results.
Okay.
And people who say Omo losing, Omo sign about 12 p.m., 12 midnight, 1 a.m. They brought other results. Who can say incident to know? Who can say incidents to know? Forgetting that previously results from those constituency account. The second results that came indicated that 99% of the voters in those constituencies had voted.
So the office, the real Ashanti votes near
the real
1.3 million
is what we saw in the last election. Those 1.7 and 1.8 they be Ebano. It is rigging. My dog could bear me out in this game, but lots of it. Some people, we had people who came to tell us that they even vote 25 times. Ooh. In this particular elections, in one of the constituencies,
even in biometric.
But as for the when they tell the machine is not working, it's offline. I say, what kind of last election? Controversy everybody say if they couldn't identify you, they just have to write. They didn't even provide space for you to fill those sections. Look, Ashanti and Eastern region have been a hotbed, and this time round, we policed it. What was Untumi? Untumi could not even come out to come and vote himself because he was shepherded. Well, your data, there must be some angle in it. I would say that you have to create an avenue for rigging, which is the first thing of Ashanti. Sometimes, Bantama, our polling agents are not even able to stay around. And I know after election, they do have a vote harvesting. I mean, all manner of things goes on in there. So the true reflection of the vote in Ashanti is what you saw at MPP getting 1.2 and NDC getting about 600,000 plus. So that is the true reflection of the votes in Ashanti region. Now, you ask me that why is it that constituencies or regions or strongholds, development? I mean, when you look at voter region, and NDC has done a lot for voter region. But in 2016, you've taken UAS there, you've taken university, we've built home market for them, we've done most of the roads, right? We've built airport for them. I mean, we've taken development there. It might not be enough. Okay. It might not be enough, to the satisfaction of the people, right? But the 2016 dynamics, they use that KJTR market now, you could see to punish us because the most stronghold, more neglected, most stronghold in major market development.
I mean, I must see whole market.
Home market was done not to the level of KJTR market. Okay. Oh, it was a small, but not to the level of KJTR market. KJTR market was superb. Yeah. And that was one of the problems that, like Akogan, when they see that market in Ashanti region, and when you come the voter, we see some home market to be and hear something to write home about that. They are bound to get angry. What I say, I've been to voter region, I've seen a few development, and that look at the Eastern Corridor. Road Aisha says, Eastern Corridor amount. MPP people by they came to stop it. Oh, but later on they tried to finish some of them. But Ashanti region, MPP took it for granted. A lot of big ministers, MPs. When you go to Ashanti region, naturally, you really feel very sad that almost stronghold. Look at the congestion. Look at the roads. I mean, most of the roads are on more trouble. Well, so it is a fact that going forward, you shouldn't take your base for granted. Okay. I believe we should. That is why we are saying NDC this time around. Even though we are for developing the whole of Ghana, there must be a little emphasis on regions. If you say they are very loyal to us, upper northern region, eastern part of eastern region, Volta region, Greater Accra, all these places. So it should be a holistic development for the whole country, but emphasis also must be on your stronghold. I appreciate that. Who party mo na to say mami no eke. Who minister be was say on place wo national service. No catch us here party no ne ba ho. It is very, very disheartening. And I'm sure most of their MPs were saying that he got his position by his own merit. Forgetting say he stood on the party's wings to come on. And those are the kind of things our incoming appointees should really guard against. You get to the position because a party, you rode on the wings of a party to get there. So those down now, by their sweat, more when your chance, say you should open your eyes and make sure that you can't do all, but at least when you do 1 or 2 or 3, obi did that same amount. Okay, say somebody see or yeah, but when to my any well, appreciate people who appreciate those who you did it for who come and testify, and those who have not yet had this, they'll be patient to wait. Say, why am I? I agree with you. We need to make sure that going forward, look, a lot of lessons have been learned in the last 4 years and in this particular election. That if you neglect your base and if you neglect the people of Ghana, they will punish you. Gone are the days now a Ghanaian voter no of 10 cities. Yeah. No, I got to Abama. Obedi on to Abama. Ofin say sika no no ani sika na wodemano wo awu sika wenya na wodemano. Well, so it is good that the current population, the youth and most voters are discerning, because now social media, these days social media within a twinkle of an eye, ideas who Kenya no ubehu. Yeah. And so when you do that and you assess your country, so your country is behaving in the same way as what is happening in Kenya, they will react. So you shouldn't put yourself in a position now, Ghanaian youth, or Ghanaian, and I won't try to their bar, by all means, they'll punish you. By all means, they'll punish you. Apart from data, whether we move from 6.2 to 6.3, the election was between Ghana and MPP. Until NDC, MPP for Nankasa, 6.3 million. MPP for Nankasa woman, floating voters woman, NDC for woman,
and for me 6.3.
And for me 6.3.
But see, Doctor, now this time, no, if you take 2016 and the 2024 outcome now, the presidential. Now, if I say the party base, Nankasa, they punish the party in government. Is it because now the average Ghanaian no, we need to move beyond partisan politics,
yes, definitely,
and look into the face of our executives and tell them, say, baby, I'm the
definitely.
For the first time in our political history,
they are discerning. Ghanaians are discerning.
90 MPs,
yes,
an appointee of their own government. I quite remember former President Mama can the same thing. Say some NDC executives rose against Sektepe.
Yes. Yes.
So it means that this is where our politics now fed the edru. To accept and penfuna kwenya to serve us no 80 for mana.
I can say, I say, sending all kind of politics. Me say, Mr. Adoku can make his statement. Me say, in 2016, NDC could see a KJT.
Yeah.
And my party for me fight the voter rate because I'm saying,
sure.
I have a strong order. Mo share the omakwe. Na emi say na na kufu ado aban untumi say eba infrastructure. In fact, they say oton kodu anu we in America. Inner city roads in Ashanti region, Kumasi to be precise. They under the Sino Hydro project. Close to 100 kilometers of inner city roads were done in Kumasi, to be precise, and Ashanti region. Me ankasa mi krumo bo asakra enya na chefa kakra. Say all fa Kumasi to Obuasi and Hwian Kwanta road. Under the Nekufado, any ISI road near Guso. The last time I make Obuasi and you see. Until Untuminka say, offer a prempe, the first international airport. Under the Nekufado, Dr. Baumia, and a sa new many nako. But not Obika assembly, an annual trim. But then Mr. Madrian, because about a 2 about we and a Madrian, because we or make it was say. Ashanti region. So, who can road infrastructure and I say road projects are. Nipadodona are looking up to interchange.
Okay.
Intino. So, what shall President Kofo the first interchange in the Ashanti region?
Yeah. And
on one to be a year asafo neboa. President Kofo second term. And okoye your friend say interchange year air call me and me refi holding.
Swami.
Swami, there's no Kufuado na shasi.
Okay.
There is this interchange as a wofa
Sofuline.
Sofuline. And also another one on so a war a friends Aloga Junction ho sa road na echo stadium no okoye or another interchange so ye ewo ho. Na offer a year na Kufuado. Do make say why we see airport. Why ye inner city route over 100 kilometers. Unprecedented in the history of this country. A baby and waba where inner city route close to 100 kilometers in the Ashanti region before. But so all measure against interchange. And me said the only interchange now or yes and koye any swami interchange. Yeah. But sa swami interchange you know any ho and I say enyina na so emaninu. But so obefa enkran Boko share a year Pokuasi interchange. The larger one of the largest, let me say South Africa penny BTA into that interchange. Yeah, we are Honomo. And a man for 5 because of him interchange and Nekufuado acquire one crime. Momotia. Tema where we Obete Bilamte, where we flower pot, where we Motihano Mosomosona Motuabana Saba, you hear Swami and I am foot race. But
Dr. Marosa, in all this, the former Minister for Roads and Highways, Eko Ashanti Region Sasha boss say NPP and the Nekufad basic 5 interchanges Okumase.
So in the answer, I could say all these things add up to the reasons why we lost. So it means sebi to send your can you can't take your base for granted. So sebi you to send any internet near day about for internet abe komo. Oh when send na Kufuado within your first and second term, why your interchanges based in numo sincere e won cry. In your 8 years so why you close to about 6 inter senka nungwa de ne beka ho kra nke be senso kra no meboa. Nungwa de ye wo here. Na wo Kumasi Ashanti region ho na ye wo stronghold no. Untumi nya ba kompo in your 8 years. So enipa and they say, Kodru Hodia, no voter turnout in Ashanti region, 66 or 65%.
But was it not disheartening, for example, President Kufuado Kachre, be quiet for say, Muamu Motom, Mokokromoti, Opesam Kotumendi, Amonto.
That was arrogant.
Well, I don't know, but I don't know, but you see, Tina make us say, we need to do self-introspection.
As a fan, Ashanti, the idea.
Mean to me, can I say a fairness? Because the signs were there. Oh, so you see, one of the things about this election is about researcher. I see. Make me can pay minimum about NDC. I can't speak for the NDC, but I can speak for my own party. The New Patriotic Party say, yeah, a lot of research. In fact, the first baseline study, that was November 2023. Yeah. Now, me one of the lead researchers across the country. Into the apathy is something I can say here. Say,
there was.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes. I'm telling you this.
NPP aware say nipa do don to abasani esi.
The apathy, no, me ye nim say apathy wo ho.
Okay.
But going forward, na apathy no na airdrop it. But say obe share the apathy na eyi ne ti December 7th na. Yeah. It mirrors the apathy na ye hu ye me kase de na me ye part. Ye hu ye in November 2023 sa apathy na ye hu. The same apathy na me hu no 2024 December 7th. Wow. But subsequent studies say ye na de na apathy no na airdrop.
Maybe be a report na me ye.
No e ba ye akwesi you see I think is it any panel I'm say the Ghanaian voter is it let's also give credit to the Ghanaian voter in respect of everything. See the Ghanaian voter is also becoming very and highly sophisticated. And until I say we are getting to a point Se Ghana for Emma 4 years, you should be gracious and thankful.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it here.
But
and that's a party co-position.
Fachem na me jam ombra say bro say ye be call mula na boy say nya akrade egombo tom. Betting tax e ba be ye. Na watch ma kwa ba bi emfa emra bedwam dumedie so or Adom TV. Live on DSTV, live also on Go TV. Multi TV Dig Box and so quite live. And so on wait me a share. And so happy birthday. And confirm Obrim Pomba, a correspondent of Adom News. Happy birthday, bro. Nyame won shira wonyo kese kosi se obeye kese pa. And also a very good morning enko enfama me ankasa me wofa opani buache. Eja kremo ena ye from me ma menom ejewa amponsa atajumo Felicity amponsa eje gifty edua kwenda also me ankasa me abe makwaku onwa and your beautiful wife studio. Hannah. Very good morning and confirm so Chairman John Mahama is taking over 7th January 2025. Expectation was so high.
Very much so. Very much so.
Achievable.
Achievable.
Okay.
But the matter is that in no matter our manifesto, critical ones, you know.
Okay.
Especially employment, the youth employment. See, that is a national security threat.
Yeah.
Your full soldiers, your youth age group, no. And no never say in your priority. Amount.
Okay.
Sir, Obia Kwejuma, the economy ebe boosted.
Sure.
Well, into in 4 years, 2012 to 2016, in normal President Mahama created the enabling environment because there was infrastructure deficit. Who say airport you see?
Yeah.
I am playing for.
Yeah, Kutuka.
Terminal 3. I am playing for.
Yeah.
Hospitals you see no. I am playing for. E blocks now you see no. It was meant to what? Get a lot of children accommodation in classrooms. Well, roads. But this time round, you know, we are going to do all those things. But I will say emphasis on in normal creating jobs.
Okay.
In normal economy no, I want chira a woman no, your currency, the way I run, you know, or say, no matter my currencies to say import, no matter crown, young bomb you create the same import substitution. Sign no more young bomb your factories were hard. You able to my because demand now. I'm not forced 24-hour economy. Yeah. What is the demand? The demand is there because no matter crown, a demand into the crown. But if you're able to produce those things here, one, the creating employment, you are no more going to send huge amount of currencies to China and all those places.
Okay.
It's a very, very, very look. In DRA, na me crow function be. East Lagos Mensvik Hotel.
Yeah.
Mensvik Hotel. Opposite for District 4 say Bibisa. Me chop na mo say Casa Park wa. Mpesa mi short time
Chairman.
I'm on for parking cars. Baby, wapano. Em si den na so. Omo to eduane. Na am for koji omo eni. Na omo comedy one omo. Then why am ma na bakon ka James omo ye ni 24 hours. Afa 24-hour economy na here 24-hour economy na here okay time make am for to eduane
okay sad time
no
ya na ofri kromo be
me be fie no na am for didi o what you say it is doable.
Okay.
If you look at all the economies developed economies in the world, we call London, there's night bus. Why is there night bus? Well, but people are working.
Yeah.
There's night service. Bars are running, factories are running. Oh, A country can develop if we change the paradigm shifter. Ghana, Thursday, 2 p.m. Na man for appointment. Omo kweyi. The Thursday, Friday on bejuma, we keep it. Saturday on bejuma, Sunday oboko the chapel Thanksgiving. Monday after na otutu inenum. Now wa for cab. Until Tuesday no na wa bejuma. The next 3 days no Thursday so our economy has been running on friends steroids. It's not moving.
But Chairman and Doctor, there be a man for bisa. Do we have a blueprint for Ghana economy, Ghana governance? Say ye wo bibi da ho say and found say MPP and found say NDC. This is what this year as on mine. Yeah.
We've got so-called 2024 development, but I keep saying
Agenda 2020.
Those but I keep saying the development plan of this Ghana, this country, goes back to Kwame Nkrumah. All that we need to do is to go and take the 5 years and the whatever development Kwame Nkrumah ushers and let's just start it.
Okay.
Fine-tune it to modern times. And you see, look, they started with Singapore, Malaysia, we started with them.
Yeah.
Malaysia, they decided, look, they are going to rely on palm oil, palm kernel to develop their country. And they started this how many years ago? That is the mainstay of the economy. Look at Malaysia. That's their mainstay. Just across the road here, Benin, then cotton. See, what could Benin recently? You'll be amazed. And Benin has developed based on cotton. They've got gold, they've got that, they've got all those things, but cotton. So the development of every country is based on agriculture. That is why, and then you add value to the agriculture. You add process. I was watching some, they say Ghana loses $10 million a year for not having a processing machine for cashew nuts. Cashew. China for no better cashew.
Yeah.
You know what they are processing. You know more some better in bill.
Even cocoa.
Yeah, you put cocoa, they put cashew nut. Obia Yunato. Obia ni Ghana on we cashew nut. But you can imagine. I'm going to talk raw cashew, no more call China.
Yeah.
No more processing, no more better. With all that, we need a processing machine to process what the Chinese are processing. Wouldn't they create jobs? Agriculture.
Doctor, is the black man capable of managing his own affairs?
It will be some man okay. Now, the question is yes and no. Yes and no because the average black man is impatient.
Okay.
You have quick results.
Okay.
Nti edu baby ayana numsuo twa opanya asema.
Dr. Minjiwano, it is not that we are not patient. If we haven't created the environment for the people to understand, sir, before you take
the trajectory of growth.
Exactly.
Okay.
What you say? So
Oma kwene ni da ona mu say ha na ye ko. Ye na na ye fa so bia.
Answer honorable Kasim, you say Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
So Kwame Nkrumah ya ye tu no say boso. Ne ngo me bia honorable bia ne ngo. Yes. Aha. Me no be dey na me na me sure say ne ngo. But you tu Kwame Nkrumah Ghana for boso me boa. But and yet ye ka Kwame Nkrumah say ono na nka wo blueprint no. Nti eba ne say ne tu no Ghana for boso. Eno nti na me ka asem no say oh you see ye ka no kre ne ye tia ye ka no pay. The average black man is impatient. That is the point. Because Kwame Nkrumah ne wo blueprint in there. E dey me yentumi enya abotre twen honhom. Because Kwame Nkrumah no wa ye nneoma ba ko mienu be me so oh o wani so ade hunu. Ade nti na ye nya abotre. Anhwe ne kakra. Ne yetu ne fiso. So is it the case of Kwame Nkrumah ama Ghana fo enhu eni so ade hunu na wo na ni so ana.
Okay.
Yetu Kwame Nkrumah gu ye aban foforo ba be si ne ya NPP aban so aba yetu na NDC esa babak. So nti me ma be hu ne say the friend say on say honorable Sakasemi or you see Malaysia or you see Singapore Now, what the emphasis recently cried, China. China had to close its borders for close to about 20 years. Won't fair be being free abontin ma omani. And I won't fair be being free omani mo enko abontin. So wumpu say friend is saying aduani gari no be abedi. For 20 good years. Say eye mone sebi otali o se macaroni enu no obi abedi wokoye adwuma sebi o ye be ma osika kakra betumi dia to kotogum but the aka no eye subventions ye be ma mo kakra ye be ma gari kakra ye be ma beans kakra ye be ma tinapa kakra na enu na wo live within now for 20 good years kopim say ye be self sufficient say enioma na ye na fedo see etumi bi kwa abonte koton. That was how China developed. Yet African country men fa Ghana African country bang and also who introduces our policy or binya or train one home mama. Oh boy, any
if so be lose the political power.
So eno kreno de eye ba kope. Na me blame ni pa no so to say me bra panyi kan ye no. Me say over the years no so no sebi o say obi ye politician sebi mpreduasa. Ebi obi kura wo hwa ebi o we invest kura na onye adwuma da. Ye ho bebre both in NDC and MPP. Obi invest no onye adwuma na adwuma o ya national service. Ena Nyankopon ye na Adom ena the party winning power. By 4 years some ni pano only mansions in East Legon. Only V8s. Opulence lifestyle. Kuchucha pictures wa bruche no robbing what to go social media, robbing it in the face of the very popular. One almost shabra bona so munyina ne e call Legon KNUS, UCC, UDS, Winiba. Our munyina and almost struggle so mubedi yok gare. Wonya adwuma da wo adwuma wa ya national service. Wa ba ne ye deputy minister, ye CEO, ye deputy CEO and na wutwe V8. Wa wo de ya wo dan wo East Legon. Say nipa no ho ne be bro akwesi. Enipa ye nipa wo. Ne be bro na ne busu be fu. Eni se wo be gina simpie so. E ka kire say nipa ne se o twen ye de no ma egu akum on tiase ma wo da. Never can say na wo kra se bi se bi ekosu kra na wo nhyada nya yikra wo kra na wayiye na me metwen. See wo enti the two sides of the equation. Average ni pato na eni twen wo homo sa. And at the other side of the equation is say ye de tumi man ye de tumi hye yensan no so no ye live lifestyle e be mani pa no so anya hotoso we ye mu say oh per lifestyle ni per live de ampa ye nya abotre na numa be ko pepepe menya adwuma da akosi sa meti he e bi medwuma ma ya ne national service na se ne fan say nkama ban na aba power ya ye me bi ya ma me position bi na akosi wo chia me next week na me twika kese ya Obeka se dog ko but no wasam so dream
kusa
sai be pepe na ya ye both NDC ni MPP ya be bedru na enunti no ama Ghana fo bebre na no se politician kura ka asem na asem no eno na be bo man no kura yemfa anya asem fi se maka ya bre enti me de meka me se me de metumi aka me party asem NDC fo de se bi o se omo na ahye Ghana fo bo se omo be ye enyoma kese ama Ghana fo ntemi se no de eye Ghana fo ene me ametumi so me ye Ghana ni eno de duru ho a we will hold them according to their works but the hia me kese eye me party NPP say Ghana fo aba omo to ye ye de akọ opposition ni eye asuade kese ema the new patriotic party na eye asuade kese ma ye set se na make answer na woko break ni say me mababe duru pempenso bia babe dia tumu se oye party na se Ghana former mfie nan a on my your big favor
4 years is enough.
You say it's enough. I'm not saying it's enough. Me say mama 4 years say bra me enso ha they have done you a big favor se Ghana former 4 years it say me wo kwakoye adwuma wo kopa adwuma na wo boss aka cho say kwan ni ha but you betumi afa as an intern. But say within the period of the intern, who to me justify one, do a coin ho, boss not because there be ye criticize position with Eddie amount. And no necessary Ghana for, no necessary Ghana for Eddie Echo. Okay. Into where you see, I can see I was a party soon. I say ye be a mono say Ghana for nya say oh MPP for the so much to me. Among the social interventions do be and to me no more and to mo. So almost say me in fear na be ma. That in fear na should be enough to justify ourselves to say I was a Ghana for emiyetena so. Na the ye no me yenkoye bi.
But I say Dr. Frank Bano, a member of the MPP National Communications, also head of research, Dankwa Institute. Joseph Adekoka, a chairman extraordinaire, the former Greater Accra Regional Chairman of NDC. And Penfuna no Peno Trase, a train committee in the Aquasi is the other one you know, says so much bedroom for 2024, but a big one at the 31st of December 2024. Macron.